Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors and sponsored by WorkHuman. Thanks for joining me for your quick update on what's important in the world of work. My name is Steve Boese. Today in the Workplace Minute, we're talking about why some of America's most talented tech workers are starting to look elsewhere, encouraged by more aggressive recruiting from countries like Finland. As layoffs, uncertainty, and cultural tensions continue to shape the U.S. tech landscape, tech workers are thinking about building a future outside of the United States. It's an idea that's becoming less unthinkable and much more practical. Let's break it down. Finland is now working with companies and universities to attract American tech workers for its country. The Nordic country is making a push for tech workers from abroad, with a particular focus on the U.S. Their goal is to attract engineers and researchers who are working in advanced technology, especially fields like quantum computing, AI, and healthcare tech. The effort comes as competition for AI talent intensifies worldwide, and tech workers in the U.S. wrestle with layoffs, burnout, and visa complications. KPMG's annual survey of global CEOs found that 70% of workers were concerned about competition for AI talent. However, according to BCG's 2024 talent report, the U.S. remained dominant in attracting AI talent worldwide. Already known for its emerging tech focus, Finland, with a population of around 5.6 million people, is positioning itself as a place where American tech workers can find a better work-life balance without sacrificing their careers, a notable contrast to the famous grind of Silicon Valley working life. And Finnish officials are quick to stress these advantages. Of course, there might be long days once in a while, but it's such a high value, and it's also protected by law that you can't work more than an average of 40 hours per week, Laura Lindeman, head of the Work in Finland program, said recently in an interview. She said that even in the tech sector, when people leave work for the day, they really do leave. Offices are silent, she said. Employers in Finland, often ranked the happiest country in the world, also see the benefit of workers having lives outside of work, adding that the general sentiment is it narrows your thinking if all you do is work. The nation is working with more than 30 Finnish tech companies and universities to promote open roles to foreign workers. And a preview of job openings being promoted under the program includes roles with Aura Health, that's the company that makes the Aura ring, the quantum computing firm Q-Mill, and Aalto University. Lindeman said Americans interested in working in Finland should consider reaching out to companies or universities, even if no open roles are listed, as some employers are open to creating positions for the right candidates. And while the campaign emphasizes the U.S., it also targets talent from India, Brazil, and other parts of Europe. And once candidates receive a job offer, they can apply for a specialist visa through Finland's Fast Track program. And approved applicants can receive a work residence permit in as little as 2 weeks, processing times averaging about 10 days. Finland also offers integration programs to help the newcomers settle in, and spouses of workers on specialist visas are also eligible for work permits. Finnish government data suggests interest from Americans is already rising. Finland granted 60 specialist residence permits to U.S. citizens in 2024 and 85 in 2025, according to Finnish immigration statistics. And the number of residence permits granted to U.S. researchers also increased from 35 to 46. While these are small numbers, don't forget that the total population of Finland is fewer than 6 million residents. Extrapolating these figures to the U.S. population of 342 million, then some quick math indicates the equivalent immigration, if it was heading into the U.S., would be about 8,000 workers. So that's not an insignificant figure when viewed that way. American workers who have made the transition to Finland are generally happy with the move. While salaries in Finland tend to be lower than in comparable roles in the U.S., the gap is often offset by more affordable essential services, including healthcare, education, and childcare. Plus, many workers find that learning Finnish isn't even necessary for working in the country, and that English is widely used in the tech industry, and about 80% of Finns speak fluent English. What all of this underscores is the reality that the United States can no longer afford to ignore. Competition for high-tech talent is now fully global. Innovation is not bound by borders, and the world's most skilled engineers, data scientists, product leaders, and founders have more choices than ever about where they want to live and work. Countries across Europe and beyond are actively recruiting tech talent with modern immigration policies, investments in research and infrastructure, and increasingly a sense of social stability and predictability that many workers find appealing. The assumption that the U.S. will always be the default destination for the world's best and brightest is no longer safe. For U.S. policymakers and companies alike, complacency is a risk. If we allow political dysfunction, hostile immigration rhetoric, and short-term thinking about layoffs and job security to erode the appeal of the U.S., we risk losing out on the next great wave of technological innovation. Talent will go where it's welcomed, supported, and given room to build for the long term. American companies in particular need to shed any lingering arrogance about their ability to attract global talent simply by virtue of being a U.S.-based company. The future of tech leadership will belong to the countries and organizations that compete the hardest for people, not just with compensation, but with values, opportunity, and a genuine commitment to innovation. Thanks so much for listening today, and a big thank you to WorkHuman for supporting the Workplace Minute. If this episode made you think about the fragility of your grip on the best available tech talent, please share it with a colleague. I'm Steve Boese, and this has been the Workplace Minute from H3 HR Advisors.